And a resistance looks like this. Resistance is no one asked me. No one asked me about this change. I'm obviously not important because nobody checked with me. I won't do it. I don't want it. I have no choice. So let's see what I can do to subtly or overtly sabotage the change process. Because if I don't want it, and I'm not important, I'll show them my power. I'll show them how I can be powerful. And that's what you have to watch for, because people will use their power in covert ways, not necessarily in overt ways, and it can sabotage your best efforts. Employee-owned change is a process that we've done for almost 4 decades with organizations. And it's an effective way of managing change and focusing human energy towards the specific desired outcomes. And it is an interviewing process where we gather data from people from all different areas of the organization. In other words, gathering the data of what they want, their desired outcomes, their concerns, their worries, their good ideas, their suggestions, is a way to have people feeling included, important, counted, honored. And the best change processes have people be able to express themselves, to articulate their needs and wants and concerns and wishes. And I'll give you one quick story. It was a process that we were doing as an offsite with a long-term client. And he said, I like your way of asking questions and I want to do that with my group. And I said, we can do that. We're good at that. And then what happened is after all of our questions were asked, we brought the group together for a 3-day offsite. Bob showed up the evening before as we're setting up, and he arrived with this large foam cardboard with Post-its all over it, little sticky notes. And I said, what's that? And he said, well, if they don't come up with their own answers during the 3-day of the new initiatives, I thought I would map it out for them so that they would have a fallback plan. And I said, Bob, we either ask them the questions and let the brilliance come up from your people, or you be the leader, you tell them how we're going to do it, and you mandate it. It's one or the other. It can't be both. And he looked at me with this incredulous look like, how could you? I spent all this time putting this together. He said, what do you want me to do with this board? I said, I want it in the trunk of your car. And he said, but, I said, I don't want to come back out. Otherwise, I'm leaving. I'm going home. Do it without me. Put it in the trunk of his car, and he was shocked by the brilliance that his people illustrated with their thoughts, their ideas, their initiatives, beyond his wildest dreams, things he would never have thought of. And that, to me, is where it gets really exciting, because people start owning the change process, as opposed to being mandated and being in forced compliance.